Maybe I can find the button. Do. Oh, we're live.
We're live.
Hello. Let me. I'm pretty certain YouTube is working the way it's supposed to, but I gotta check because I'm just paranoid because the one time I didn't check, it wasn't working. So there we go. It's working. Cool. That's all I need to know. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. And I have a guest with me today. If you want to introduce yourself real quick.
Yes, hello, my name is Stephanie. I write underneath the name Stephanie Marie Whitson. I write mainly contemporary small town romance with closed door, and I have met Skye in real life, so I'm here with her.
She messaged me one day and she was like, I'm in Helena. You want to visit? And I'm like, that's 3 hours away from me, but let's do it. And to be fair, if anyone was to come anywhere close within like a 6-hour range, I'd be like, I'm sick. I'm not coming into work tonight. Let's go.
And to be fair, we did drive out of our way to go see Skye. But I really enjoyed it. But my husband was used to be like, hey, let's go here. Let's take a detour. Let's go this way.
The kids had a lot of fun. In fact, every once in a while, they're like, when are we going to see the people that we met at the carousel? Because they could never remember names. So they're like, they don't remember names. But they're like, they were the kids and the parents. And the one was an author tuber like you. And I'm like, oh, I know who you're talking about.
It was us. It was us. Let's meet like in the middle of like, what's halfway between here and there? I don't know. It's a Midwest state.
I don't know because I'm geographically challenged.
Somewhere in the middle. Hey, we should meet in the geographical center of the U.S.
Oh, we should.
That's in the middle of everything,
we
right?
We did have a conversation about that one time, and I don't remember where we determined it was. I've got to go back and look through that chat.
Because there's a geographical center of the U.S. and there's a geographical center of the lower 48.
Yep.
2 different spots. We've been to both. I've been to both.
I was going to say I haven't, but
they're both like in the middle of nowhere. I think one of them's surrounded by like corn stalks or something even.
That sounds about right, actually. All right. I am going to see who all is in the chat. I just scheduled this stream like not even 2-3 hours ago. So
oh, wow. Okay.
I'm a little bit slacking, but to be fair, today and half of yesterday are like the first time I have felt okay since like the first week of January. I have been sick for 3 weeks, and I'm like getting progressively worse, and then I'll get better for a couple of days to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm getting better. Nope.
Dang.
Just kidding.
It's because we have petri dishes in the house that are named children. They're petri dishes, I call them.
The funny thing is that one of those times that I thought I was getting better, because I've been the only one sick. And then one of the most recent times that I was like, oh, I'm starting to finally feel better. It's going away. They came down sick. So they've been sick for the past week, and now I've been sick for 3 weeks. I'm just like, ugh, I am so done with this shenanigery. It's been a lot of fun. I have not done anything.
It's supposed to be working on the story for this anthology that's in the works. And I have made very sparse notes for the beginning of it. I know exactly how it's going to play out for the 10,000 words, 8 to 10,000 words. I know exactly how it's going to play out. I know exactly how it's going to end. I actually have the final statement from the love interest written down. It's there. I just need to take it from here and put it on paper, so to speak.
So I take it that's what you're going to work on tonight.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm going to work on tonight.
Is that for the Beltane anthology that I've been seeing?
No, it's for a different one. What I can tell you, because there's still things being finalized for it. It's to help for the LA fire.
Okay.
And for the libraries and stuff over there.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm allowed to say or not say about it, but just say that I'm writing a short story for that, and it's based in the library. My short story.
Nice.
So here's that. When I know more, I will word vomit all I want. Okay.
So there's I don't know what to call it. It's one of those things where before I get into that, I'm gonna say hi to JC because JC's in the comments. Hi, JC.
Woo-hoo, hi.
So it's not an anthology. It's where a whole bunch of authors write their own story in a shared universe, and it's all part of the same series. I don't know what those kind of things are called. It's a collaboration, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's called. I got asked to do one of those, and everybody was supposed to like pick a story having to do with a flower. And I was like, but they wanted it done like super fast. Like, I can't do. Yeah. I can't. That's not.
So I signed up for one of those. The finalized story is due in March. I don't remember the exact date. I have the contract sitting in my inbox that I need to read over and sign. And I have a 50, I think it's supposed to be anywhere from 30 to 50,000 words long. It's supposed to be pretty short. It's supposed to be on the shorter end of a paranormal small town romance.
Okay.
That I haven't started on.
Well, do you even know what it's going to be about?
No, I have no clue.
Do you have a character in mind?
Nope.
A demise, a hurdle the couple needs to come overcome.
Nope. I haven't. Not a damn thing. It was one of the projects I wanted to work on in January, but because I haven't been because I've been sick and I haven't actually read over the contract and I haven't actually signed it and sent it back and actually finalized my slot.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even started on it. I haven't given two shits about it. Well, so I think you can guess what I'm going to work on tonight.
So this is my week.
Reading over contract. Just
so like, I want to work on this book, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, Sunday we go to church. Okay, people we go to church with is great. The church is fine, except for it's like one of 3 campuses in the Texas area, and they have. Okay, so you know, like those LED lights that people with like really fancy computer setups that go, LED strip lights that go around. They have those on the stage. They have like this horrible ensemble that like not horrible sounding, but they have electric guitar and they have bass and they drum and they have like 3 singers and a keyboard that like, and it's the bass is so much that it's like you could feel it thumping through my chest at the back of the auditorium. Okay. Think of like, I don't know. I can't even begin to tell. Think of like a small school auditorium and like it's at the back and you could feel it thumping. And then they have like, sometimes they have like foggy smoke happening. And then they'll have like blue and green and yellow lights flashing in places. It is so I have a headache by the time it's done. It's like a freaking rave and they're like streaming it live, you know, whatever. It's fine. But like, and then, like, I have a headache by the time it's done, so I get home and I lay down to try to get my headache to go away. But it's not a headache because this time it's a freaking migraine. And then I get up and I make dinner, and then Monday is a whole long day because Monday is back to school, and then by the time my migraine is like gone, it is Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night we have youth group at the same church. And the only reason Ileana agreed to go, she offered to go to youth group at night, because she wanted to meet other teens her age and make friends.
Okay.
Makes sense. We picked a bad time to start going to this church, okay? Because it's the new year. So they started doing this 30 Days to Glory where it's lots and lots of singing, lots of worshiping, and not normal youth group activities at night for the whole month of January. So I'm like, okay, this next February, we're going to like give it a try and see if it helps. Like, see if it's back to normal. Like normal, but it's just loud. Like I can deal with the loudness, okay?
Okay.
But I'm just hoping that she makes a friend. It's one friend. That's her. She has 2 resolutions this year: make a friend and get strong. Like
those
strong.
Are resolutions.
Yes. And Illy's all about like she's been going to the store and buying like brightly colored yellow and pink and purple clothes and like. Wanting to get strong and wearing boots and like totally away from her campground kid attire. It's really great. But it's just, I have a headache like most days of the week because of all this. It's loud.
The noise and the lights, yeah.
It's just loud. Like Illy wears head canceling earmuffs, and she still can hear stuff.
Oof.
You can hear outside of the church in the parking lot.
I could
It's just
not
loud.
with that.
And it's only like 4 blocks away, so it's really convenient. So, yeah. Anyways, hi Laura. I see you in the comments.
I was going to say, JC said hi to you, and then hello, Laura. Welcome, welcome. We're kind of just chatting. I've been sorting through some cards because I realized when I jumped on today, I didn't have any prompts for the I had one prompt for the sprints because I like to put prompts up, and so I was looking through this thing which I got several years ago. It's Storymatic Kids. They're basically prompt cards, and I was going to pull a couple of them to use as prompts tonight, maybe. So there's different kinds. There's the yellow cards and blue cards. Some are locations and some are characters. I think that's how it goes. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've used these. They're fun though. Okay. Draw 2 yellow cards to make a character. Draw a blue card to tell the plot of the story, I guess is the short way of putting that. Who needs directions? Who cares? So yeah, I thought that would be fun to use after I use the one prompt, just because I'm going to read over this contract at some point. So get that done.
Yeah, you don't need to. It's fine.
I don't need to. It's not like the stories due with sometime in March. It's the finalized version that I have to get, written, edited, and everything. I might not be doing this collection.
So far, they haven't sent out contracts yet or anything that or emails. Everyone's just been like, "Yes, I'm agreeing to do it," and they're like, "This is the dates that we'd like things done," but no one's signed anything yet. So we'll see.
Technically, I've had the contract in my inbox since before Thanksgiving.
Okay, just a little bit of time.
I've had plenty of time to work on it. Just been that thing I'm really good at, procrastinating. I've been doing a lot of that.
Yes.
I have absolutely no excuses because of how long it's been due. Oops. Let's see. Okay, Laura said, I'm stuck trying to decide if I want draft 2 to be a full-on romance or drop the romance arc to subplot status. I am so conflicted. There are so many plots going on at the same time. The MC's main goal is not about romance, but saving his mother, but they find their soulmate. Huh. I am a romantic at heart, so I'm always here for a romantic plot or subplot either way. But at the same time, if that's not the main focus of the story, and the main focus of the story is him saving his mom, I don't know.
Maybe he saves his mom, and then the person that they're soulmates with is so overcome with love and affection about how he saved his mom, they fall in love and la la la. I know that's so cheesy, isn't it?
8 spice seeds.
Wow.
Okay, here's my question: is this? It's obviously a novel because you said novel. I think. Did I miss the draft 2? Okay, maybe not. Is it a novel? That's my first question. Second question is follow-up question. How long is this going to be? No matter if it's a novel or not. I feel like with 8 spice scenes, it's a novel. Okay, 83K adult vampire novel. That feels like a lot for 83K. That feels like a lot of spice. But that's coming from someone who doesn't like a lot of spice. And I know that a lot of the spicy loving readers want all of the spice. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Just saying.
I mean, is it spice level
3,
50,
4,
50 is it 50 grades of shade spice?
50 grades of shade.
Or what's something tamer than that?
I don't know.
No, that's not tame at all.
Oh my googly moogly. I don't know. I haven't read a lot of the really spicy stuff these days. Oh. I might have to read this. You might have to keep those 8 spice seeds in.
I mean, I don't mind reading spicy stuff. I
I
just
don't
don't write it.
Yeah, I don't mind reading it, but like I get to a point. I read one last year, the year before, I don't remember which, where like within, it was an ebook, so this much I do remember. Within the 20% mark, the main couple was together, and like the rest of the book was like, how many positions can we switch to while we're doing stuff together?
Like
And that
in
was
the same
literally the rest of
scene?
the book.
Like in the same.
No, it felt like every chapter they were having sexy times together, and it was literally, we're going to do this position in this chapter, 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 and that was the rest of the book from the moment they got together. And I was just like, this is why I skim. There's only so much I can take. Laura can be very spicy. Does this mean you're keeping chapter 2? Oh, whoa!
What's chapter 2?
I feel like JC has read at least a little bit of this and knows that chapter 2 has some spice.
Or should we be like doing page flags on the book when it comes out? No.
I'll put pink sticky tabbies that mark a spicy scene. So I can count them. Hello, Angel. We're not really helpful, Laura. I'm sorry. I don't have any advice for you with this one. I really don't. I got nothing. I sometimes read the spice. I don't read the spice often enough to be any help whatsoever. Let's see. The romance moves way too fast in this version. Like, so much happens so fast. My alpha readers are saying that there needs to be more exposition and getting to know one another, which I totally agree with. Okay.
Like getting to know one another, like their favorite sexual position, or getting to know one another. I'm kidding, guys.
Oh, man, I'm gonna have a more this night is done. That is too funny.
I'm just with the jokes today, I guess.
You're on top of it. I'm here for it.
Just don't sit on the computer, okay? Because that would not be good.
I'll go die off screen, I promise. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our timer because we've been chatting for a little bit. I'm going to get everything set up for us to do a sprint. And I'm going to think on this a little bit, see if I can come up with some answers, Laura, but I really don't know if I'm going to be of any help. I really don't think I will. Because I do read spice, just not often enough to be helpful in any way that I think you need to have any advice. Oh, googly moogly. Share screen. Pomodoro Kitty. Change it so that we're on here good. Okay. Nope. I don't like that. I like this one. I don't really like that one either. There we go. I like that one. Good enough. Okay. I got our cat timer up. Hello. Let's see. I see Stephanie likes spicy.
Don't look at my Kindle, okay? Got it? You can look at my phone all you want. You just can't look at my Kindle.
If you look at my Kindle, you're going to find a lot of spice because, like I said, I don't mind reading it. I just don't mind. I don't like reading a ton of it. All in the same book.
There was this one book that me and Jesse were listening to in audio through Spotify, and every freaking chapter was talking about his beautiful blue eyes. Beautiful blue eyes. I'm like, oh my God.
Do you think his eyes are beautiful and blue?
I don't know. By like halfway through the book, we're like, oh my God, Ileana has beautiful blue eyes. She's like, what are you guys reading? A romance book. He has blue eyes, did you know?
I didn't know. Oh, Raven, hello. I promise not to die, at least on screen. Chapter 2 is MC getting summoned by his father, who is still... Oh. I read a book recently, actually, where it's not that exact scene, but the main character does walk in on a situation that they were just like, I did not need to be here for this. And then the other two characters are like, you want to join us? And I'm just like, oh my God. JC's, I love that scene. I think I just more so love the way Laura wrote this scene. It is so beautifully written. Oh, that's awesome. Cerulean orbs. Fan fiction speak for blue eyes. True story. The table they are going on and on breaks, and the MC looks. I am here for this. I think I'm with JC on this one. This one needs to stay.
This is awesome. Totally. Totally keep it in.
Even if you take out and make the in a romance subplot, I think that scene needs to stay.
You never hear about or read about stuff breaking. I mean, beds, yes, but not like tables or couches or anything else.
That's going to totally be the moment someone tells me they have to replace something, any kind of furniture in the future, in real life. I'm going to be like, so did you break it doing something? Totally going to do that now in real life. All right. I won't say no to read this chapter. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't mind reading it. Just letting you know. If you need volunteers, I'm totally will read it.
I volunteer as tribute. I just want to see the table break.
Yes.
All right, let's do a writing sprint, and maybe we can figure out this. Oh, and I'm gonna read through this contract. I need to read through this contract. That is my goal. Read through the contract. All right, let's see. Change us back over to this. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. You've joined the craziness. I appreciate you for being here. The way I do sprints is we have a 25-minute timer on the screen. I'm using this lovely kitty cat that keeps blinking at us. She will meow when the timer goes off and scare the bejesus out of everyone if they're not paying attention. I do tend to put prompts on the screen while we are writing. You do not have to write the prompt. It's just there for if you want to write but you don't know what you want to write about. Hopefully it'll give you some inspiration. I have one dialogue prompt tonight, and then I'm going to be switching to flashcards that are like storytelling related called Storymatic Kids that I got for my kids a long time ago, and we've played several times and haven't used since. So anyways, here we go with our first prompt for tonight. If you want to write it, it says, you expect me to go off, fight some bad guy, and somehow survive? Have you met me? No, thanks. I don't want to be the chosen one. So we're going to do 25 minutes, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
every time I'm on your stream, every time that cat meows, it startles me. No matter how well, but I looked up, I was like 10 seconds left, and it still startled me.
I heard you, but I was trying to finish up my French lesson, and I failed miserably.
It's all right.
Okay. Did multiple things during that sprint. Hello, everyone. How did you do?
I started editing what I've written already for that short story I'm writing.
Nice.
I thought it was just like a small paragraph, but it's a little bit longer, especially when I add dialogue tags in and all that. And then I read Laura's chapter that she sent.
I read it too.
I loved it. Write more of it. Yes, there's sex in there, but it's not just.
No.
It's
No.
like sometimes you read like books with romance or sex in it, and it feels like they just, it's been like 100 pages. Let's do a complicated sex scene. Let's do one here. It's been like two chapters. Let's do one. Like, I felt like she did a really good job blending it all together.
Yes, and this one was not about romance. This was about like the power one had over another person.
Yes.
Like, I'm showing you I'm in charge. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I don't give a damn what you think, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was a power. That's not power struggle. Is not the right term.
Power play.
Thank you. Power play.
You're welcome.
But I read over the contract, and the story I have to write. It's due March 3rd. The final version of it is due March 3rd.
It's fine. You got time.
25,000 words is not that bad. And the more I read the contract, the more I was like, I do have a story that'll fit this. It's already half written. Handwritten, but still, it's half written.
That's all that counts.
Yeah, I could get this typed up by March 3rd and edited and, beta read and all that fun stuff. Like, I could do that.
It's only 28, like 30 days if you count the first 2 days. Let's do 28 days. You could totally do that. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I've got this. I do not have this. If I cannot get it finished and get some eyes on it before February 15th, it's not going to happen. We'll see.
What kind of story are you writing? Like
paranormal romance. It's a the story that I have that'll fit it is about a witch who is from a long line of witches, does not have magical powers herself. So Mama decides to take fate in her own hands and do a spell that gives her magical powers.
Okay.
And it bonds her with a shifter who turns into a deer. That is her familiar. He becomes her familiar.
So my fantasy adventure novel, there's a witch in it, and she's bonded to a water dragon.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
I started that one in July of 2020. It's not done. It's fine. I barely talk about it. No one, hardly anyone. It's fine.
Let's see.
That's cool. If you need a reader, I'll read it if you want.
I would love that because that's if I finish it in time. Like I said, if I don't finish it by February 15th, I'm going to assume I'm not going to finish it. We'll see. That's my deadline to myself. We'll see how I can do that.
All right.
So good at deadlines. I like to see them as they whoosh over my head.
I used to do pre-orders on Kindle, like Amazon, for my books, but I can no longer do pre-orders on Amazon because I don't do well with pre-orders on Amazon apparently. Because I was having trouble finishing a book. I'm like, I'll do a pre-order, and I have to get. I didn't know, so I don't tell about books till I'm like, hey, it's ready.
I put a pre-order up when I have it fully edited and I've got it posted. Like I've got the whole story written.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Then I post the pre-order, and then I'm like, it's available. It'll come out in like 3 months. It's done. It's there. I could publish today. But I'm not going to. I'm going to make you wait. Oops. The kitty says it's time to work. I'm going to pause that timer. Okay, I want to go through these comments real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is where I think I stopped. Talking about the cat notification. You have a cat recording for a notification? I'm here for that. I love that. Let's see. Laura did send us chapter 2. We read it. And Laura was working on a query letter for the book to figure out what it should really be about. Okay. Okay, let's see. Crimson Strings. Okay, so this is Crimson Strings. I thought it was, but I also didn't want to assume because I remember I was on Discord this morning and Laura was mentioning that she wanted to get through draft 3 and 4 of Crimson Strings to start getting it query ready. So now I know that this is Crimson. It's
like the word cinnamon. You can't just say it.
I purposely say it nowadays. It's cinnamon. And you say it a little bit different every time.
Yes.
Okay, so Crimson Strings is a adult paranormal romance complete at 83,000 words, blending 90s Scotland with vampire mafias vying for control of and entrance into hell itself. Hadrian, I think I pronounced that correctly, is a half-Japanese born vampire on a mission to save his mother from the head of the Scottish vampire mafia, who have taken her as a collateral against Hadrian's father. When Hadrian walks into hell and makes a deal with Satan, he gains the ability to see a red string of fate that ties him to his fated soulmate, one Satan promises will help free his mother. Victor, the heir of the Russian vampire Bratva, arrives in Scotland on 2 missions, intertwined and destined for blood. With a curse keeping him and Hadrian apart breaks, he must make the decision to trust the man getting close to him just to use him in his own plans or shun what the fates have dictated and enact his own desperate means to his own end. That's a lot, and I'm here for it. I am here for this one.
I like it.
I did like that chapter. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah. I mean, if you pick up the book and you don't read that sort of thing at all, it might seem like in your face, like sounds and the smell and what's going on. But I don't think overall, if you know what you're getting into, then it shouldn't be a shock to you. Yep. You know what I mean? So.
Yep. Hi, Heather. Welcome. Oh, Stephanie already said hi. She's double teaming. She's both on stream and in the chat. Look at her go. Why must editing be hard? Yes, I feel that. We're not going to talk about what I have printed right here. This is my editor's notes for book 2 of the Shifters and Mages series. Or what I have that my printer would print out before it ran out of toner. Oops. Yes, I thought it was. I love Laura's descriptions. That descriptions are something I struggle with both in writing and in reading, because I don't visualize things the way a lot of people do. Like I see everything in shadow puppets. That's the best way I can describe it. So like I don't see color. I see black against white kind of thing. And I know a character will have like black hair or, cerulean orbs and blue eyes. But I won't actually see it. In fact, once you say what a character looks like, I automatically forget it because it doesn't matter in my brain anyways. So description is something I struggle with so much. But then I read something like what Laura writes and I'm just like, oh, I wish I could do this. I wish I could see this because I fucking can't. One of my beta readers thought it was written just to be shocking. It's making me second guess if I should keep it. Might keep it but later in the book, once we've already met Victor. That might be a good idea because you said this was chapter 2. But because of the fact that this is it's definitely used as a power play to get him to do what he wants. I don't know. I would have to read chapter 1 too to see how that would fit together.
Right.
Because that beta reader might be right. I'm not necessarily saying they might be right on the fact that it's shocking because I don't think it's shocking, or it is, but it's meant to be kind of thing. But they might be right about the fact that it needs to be later after you've already met Victor. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. 7-day book challenge coming this month. Then it might.
Pick a freaking week and we'll do it. We'll pick a freaking week that no one is doing anything, life altering or crazy, or we have a 7 days to devote to writing a whole book.
I am working all month, but you know what? I might still have to do this. I might be like, you know what? Well, let's do it. What? I said 15th, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
So
what week is the 15th on? We'll do it that week because I think the 15th is a weekend.
The 15th is that's the wrong calendar month. Oh my God, I haven't turned over my calendar yet.
So it's a Saturday, and I like to do mine Monday through Sunday. So we could do one. Oh, here we go. We're gonna plan this right now.
Yes.
7-day book challenge from the 10th to the 16th. Let's do this.
Sounds good to me. 10th to the 16th.
How will I make this work? Could I working? I have no idea. I'll figure it out.
That's fine. Hold on.
Well, that my work, we're scheduled for a full month. So like my February, I can't ask off for February. I did ask off for a week in March, but that doesn't help me with this project.
So I think a part of the 7-day book challenge is you should try to be live streaming for 2 hours every night. Got it? How about that?
I don't know how that's going to work.
Oh, wait, because you work nights?
Because I work nights.
Oh. What are your hours?
8.
Or wait, when are you home outside of work?
4:30 in the morning usually.
Yeah?
Yeah, typically. This month is weird, though. I'll have to look at my husband's schedule, too, because we share the vehicle. So I will figure out, I will make a schedule, and I will make this work. And I will pre-schedule my live streams just so everyone is on the same page. Look at me being all smart and shit. I have my moments.
Finish this book with me. That's what I'll name my, if I do any students, say, finish the book.
Finish this book with me. I like that because the book the story needs to be 25,000 words.
Okay.
Brought
25,000. And how many words have you written so far?
Because it's all handwritten, I don't know.
Oh, so you got to type up 25,000 words. 25 divided by 7 is.
I can't math in my head right now. You're asking me things I don't know the answer to.
Well,
hold on. I have a calculator.
So 4,000 words a day would be 21,000 words. I don't know after that. I'm done.
I can do this math. I promise. Maybe. 25,000 divided by 7. 3,571 words, 0.42, blah, 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 blah. So 36,000. 3,600. Jesus.
Are you killing me here, man? 36,000.
Killing myself, apparently. You remember how I said I promised not to die on screen? I might be trying to kill myself on screen now.
All right, so 3,600 words a day.
Yeah. I can do that. Especially since half of it's already written. I just have to type it up.
Right. And just like if like one of the days is like a 5K day, then you got a good chunk.
And actually Saturdays, because I have off. Oh, that Saturday's the 15th.
What's wrong with
it's my daughter's birthday.
Oh.
I could do a 10K day on Sunday though.
Sunday the
16th. That would be the last day of the challenge.
Yeah. We can do that.
I'm gonna go through the comments, see if there's been any suggestions.
Okay, let's see.
I've got the calendar pulled up on the other screen. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
All right.
I'm with Heather. I want Laura's book. I want Crimson. I want Crimson Strings. I like that. Laura says we're making her blush. Chapter 1 is Hadrian. Chapter 2 is Victor. Okay, so we introduce each character. Okay.
Got it.
Laura, I think you're the description queen. I believe it. Yes. Yep, Laura was helping us. 15 is the Saturday. 10 through 16. Dun, dun, dun. see. I am here for it. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah. 7-day book challenge. We're going to make it happen. From the sidelines. Pre-schedule. I know, because I didn't even schedule this one until like 2 hours before I went live. Look at me doing this.
Recently I've been trying. I'm like, oh, I'm going to feel like I'm going to go live. And as soon as I think I'm going to like go up for a pop-up, someone else is already streaming.
Mm-hmm. I mentioned in the last stream that I did that I was thinking about doing some pop-ups, and then I wasn't over being sick. Like I was sick during that stream. I had such a bad coughing fit. As soon as I hit end on that stream, I like died from coughing. And I was just like, nope, there ain't gonna be any pop-ups until this is done. Let's see, 15 to 25K for mine. So aiming for 20K. Awesome. Yes, I'm here for it. Okay, so I need to get 5K a day done. 5K week done. Yeah.
5K a weekday. Okay.
That's a lot of. To be fair, once I hit a groove and I know what I'm doing, I actually can hit like 3K in less than 2 hours.
Yeah, I can do like between 2 to 4K on like if I know what I'm writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and
if
I
I'm
know
just like, no, go ahead.
This particular story is already plotted out too. Like I know everything except don't quite have the ending ironed out, but I imagine that as per usual for me, when I get to that point, I'll finally have it figured out. I'll be like, that's what I need to do. Or I won't, and I'll write, I need to fix this. That'll be literally the end of the story. That has brain malfunction. Yes, I do. Because I have a video coming out. I think is it tomorrow's video?
Ask your brain, not me. No.
I haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know if it's tomorrow's video or if it's next week's video. Give me a second. Now I gotta look. That was the wrong clicky. This clicky is the one I want.
I'm just imagining all wrong things because of Laura's book. It's fine.
So tomorrow's video is not the one I think it is. So next weekend's video, I have a video going out about like everything I accomplished in January. And despite being sick, I got a lot of shit done. So that's awesome. Okay. See, for this challenge, does it have to be written really well? Because pre-editing is really bad for me. No, it does not. The whole point is just to write.
Get the draft. Get the draft down. That's basically all it is.
Which, if you're doing a rewrite, whatever, or to finish something, the original idea was to write something, whether it was a short story, poem, novel, novella, whatever you were working on within your schedule, from start to finish within 7 days. And that was the extent of the rules. There was no other rules other than that. So, and like in this particular case, I'm writing something that's already pre-written to a certain extent. See, clicky clackety. Yes. Hope for 20K on Project Racer this month. You should join us for the 7-day book challenge, Angel.
Yes.
Just saying, join us. Let's do it. I am not going to go make, thumbnails for streams during the next sprint at all. That's not what I'm going to do. It's not what I'm going to do. That being said, let's go ahead and do another sprint because the cat went off a while ago well before we started planning this.
That's true.
Now I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to put up a prompt. So give me a second to get. I'm doing another dialogue prompt because now I have one in my head. You do. Oops, I cannot type either. There we go. That's going to work. All right. So if you're new here, again, you don't have to write the prompt if you don't want to. It's just there if you want to write but don't know what you want to write about. Maybe it will inspire you. And where is my kitty cat? There's my kitty cat. She has been sitting there since she went off because she was like, by the way, you need to start writing. And I was like, nope, we're not writing. We're still chatting. So here's our prompt. We're going to start writing 25 minutes. I'm going to go work out some details and make some thumbnails. You guys do whatever you guys need to do, whatever you're working on. Doesn't matter what. Let's do this. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If I can click the timer. There it is. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments.
I spent most of that sprint figuring out a thumbnail to make for when I decided I'm going to go live at some point during that week of writing the book for the 7 days. When I'm going to do it, I don't know, but I'm going to do it. I even shared with Skye in a message my thumbnail. So she knows it's there. So then she'll say, hey, where's your streams? Why aren't they scheduled, lady? And that was like 20 minutes of my stream. That sprint is what I did.
See, before, one of the things I did in like November, December timeframe is like I made templates for thumbnails. No one asked your opinion. Shush your face. I made templates for thumbnails, for videos, for vlogs, for live streams. And I basically just took one of those templates and like rearranged it a little bit to make the thumbnails for the live streams I'm going to do for this challenge. And that's all I did. I just rearranged the one I'm already doing for live streams currently.
All right.
And reworded it. So it didn't take me that long. But then I was like, okay, so when do I want to stream? Do I want to stream like when I first get home from work in the morning? Do I want to stream at night? Like, am I going to have various times, which is probably what it's going to be like? Because I think on Saturday night, because that is my daughter's birthday, I still want to stream at my normal time, because by then they're done with me and they're like, I don't want to deal with you anymore, Mom. Go away.
Right.
I won't have to worry about trying to work around birthday stuff, because birthday
Gotcha.
stuff. So Saturdays definitely will be a late night stream like this, like my normal time, basically. Everything else, it might be a different time every day. I'll figure that out. Not during this stream. When I know, you'll know, because I'll just go ahead and schedule them right then and there. And then I'll post. I'll be a good little YouTuber and post to my community tab and be like, "This is when I'm streaming for the 7-day book challenge."
Yeah, and be those that are like, oh, this is when I'm going to be live the whole month, and these are all my pop-up streams, and who has time? You get me when you get me. That's what you got.
Oh, googly moogly. Let's see. What is everyone else doing? Okay, let's see. Laura said, I am going to attempt to outline draft 2 of Crimson Strings this month. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I pantsed the first draft. Well, if that chapter 2 was pants, you know what? I am here for it. I'm just saying. Which means that's exactly what you do. You are absolutely right. That is exactly what I ended up doing. I made thumbnails. Laura's also working on a world Bible and character sheets. Okay, awesome. And when I finished the thumbnails, I put that I had finished them. Angel will be back. They're going to the market. Hello. I am probably going to butcher your name, and I apologize for that ahead of time. Is it booking it with Atia? Did I pronounce that incorrectly or incorrectly? Hello, welcome. Either way.
It sounds right to me the way you said it, but that's not my name.
I am terrible with names, so I apologize if I got it wrong. Feel free to correct me. I will not. I want to say people's names correctly. See, I'll be scheduling Instagram Reels and listening to the audiobook of All That Is Secret by Patricia Raybon. Ooh. Where's me a pen? Why can I never find a pen when I need it? Must they always run from me? Come here, Sticky Note. I want to look up a book later. All That Is Secret. This is by Patricia Raybon. I broke the lead. I am not totally going to look that up on the next sprint just so I can see what book it is and see if it's something I'd be interested in. Laura is lovely and took the prompt and wrote something with it. Let's see. I want you to make out with that stranger for not just cookies, but a whole box of Klondike. Oh, what would you do for a Klondike bar? No, Kitty, we're not going to sprint yet. I'm reading. I shake my head as my best friend nods toward the handsome man at the bar. He's not my usual type, but whatever he is rapidly growing on me. I also get to pick to movie on. I think that's supposed to be the movie on Saturday, and you're on. Deal. Taking a deep breath, I get off my stool, the vinyl sticking to my exposed legs as I peel myself away from the safety net of Rebecca. I try to be nonchalant as I make my way towards him. Oh God, are we going to get an ending? I need the ending. Raven spent the sprint cleaning. I'm here for it. Yes. These sprints are not just for writing. They are for whatever you are doing, whatever that happens to be, whether that is chores, writing, editing, crafting, whatever you're working on. So I am glad you got some cleaning done. Let's see. Waiters jostle around me, shielding me enough that he hasn't made eye contact yet. He's nursing a whiskey like it personally offended him and needed to be put to rights. Hopefully, he'd be in a more meaningful once I make contact. Ooh, something's going down. I like a good bar deal that goes down with the hint of alcohol. Heather managed to get 5 chapters edited today, now to set up a few strings for the 7-day week. Yes, do it. Alrighty. I think that's all I managed to do during my sprint was
Well, I was looking for one of my. I have way too many designs on Canva, and I was scrolling and trying to find a different thumbnail that I had like back in 2020 because I've been watching my videos, and I couldn't find it. So then I settled on the one that I sent you, which I thought was fine too. But whatever, it's fine.
It works. Wow, I can tell this is not edited. It does not have to be perfect. I just enjoy it when people use the prompts because I'm currently working on writing a prompt book that I have some tasks that I still need to finish with it before I start sending it out to people who I need to create a form to get like beta readers and stuff. But there's some other things I needed to finish before I get to that point. Because I've got all the prompts. There's 1,000 prompts. And now it's just a matter of me figuring out how I'm putting it together because there's extra features that I'm adding to it. But I also like doing just the prompts during these streams as well because they're fun. I like them. And I've been doing them for 3 or 4 years now. I don't know how long I've been doing live streaming. But I think within like the first 6 months of live streaming, I started doing the prompts and I've been doing them for every stream since. And I've only forgotten them like a time or two here and there. Where I get in the middle of the sprint, I'm like, I never put up a prompt. Oops. So no worries is what I'm getting at. That was a really roundabout way of saying that.
Besides, like people type fast type fast when they're typing stuff up, and sometimes you misspell things anyway, and we can usually figure it out. Or just have a really fun time butchering it as we're reading it. But either way.
My kids have been watching a lot of like misheard song lyrics. It has been hilarious because the ones they've been watching them on YouTube. So they're animated. It's fantastic. Oh. Some of the things you hear, you're just like, I never thought of it that way, but now I will never unhear it that way again.
Or the other night I was watching a bunch of like British Got Talent or American Idol auditions, and there's this one, I think it was in Britain, I'm not sure, Britain Got Talent, but Paula was one of the judges, and there was this girl that she was singing Mariah Carey's "I Can't Live Without You," and I can't even tell you what she thought the words were, but she just like making up words. And she just thought it was, I'll have to find it and send it to you. It was hilarious. And now YouTube is like, here, watch more audition videos. Because that's what you want to watch, right? Sure.
Of course. My YouTube is very curated now to my tastes. It's showing me nothing but like journal planner related stuff, author tube stuff, and currently right now a lot of like lo-fi music channels and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm here for it. There's a
Yeah,
couple of things I wish it would show me too, but I'm okay that it's not as long as it keeps showing me the stuff it is showing me.
ooh, Heather says that they have 2 scheduled.
Oh,
Yay.
I'm gonna have to go to your channel in the next sprint so that I can see. And I'm gonna at least schedule the Saturday one because I know what time I'm doing that one. And I gotta look. I'll look at Justin's schedule on the next sprint. I didn't even think about it. I got out to do something else and I forgot to grab the schedule so I could look at it. Because once I figure out what his schedule is like for that week, I'll be able to figure out if I'm doing them at 5:30 or 6:30 in the morning. If I'm gonna do them when I get home from work. So we shall see.
If you do them at morning time, I might get up to write for a little bit before the kids do.
Yeah.
But only if you're going live.
Yeah, it'll be
Other than
easier.
that, I might sleep in.
It'll be easier for me to do. I'm thinking it'll be easier for me to do them in the morning after I get home from work, because at that time they'll have left the house for whatever they're doing. So I will be here and it'll be before I go to bed. So that's my thought process. Whether I actually do that, we shall see. It is just that is when the dragon is at school that week. Okay. All right. I'm gonna.
Laura continued her story.
Ooh! Hello, stranger, I say, trying to make my voice sultry. Not sure if it came out as I'd hoped, but it gets his attention. Mind if I join you? I got stood up by my date. Again. Smooth, Angela. Smooth. Very smooth. You got this, Angela. I'm cheering for you. All right. So I drew 3 of these cards, the Storymatic cards, for the next prompt. And it says to draw 2 yellow, which are going to be characters, and 1 blue. And I'll go ahead and type it too. But the 2 yellows are a person afraid of heights and a caretaker of an elephant. And the blue card says nobody's watching. So do with that what you will. I'm going to put it up, and then we'll start the next sprint after I read what Laura has posted, because I see a couple more comments come through. So story, can I type this right? Storymatic. My keyboard says no. I love it when I have a Bluetooth keyboard that goes to sleep right when you get ready to type. Person afraid of heights, and shortening it up by saying elephant caretaker when no one is watching. I cannot type. Okay. All right. Let's see. What did Laura say? Make him pity you. His eyes glance up at me, startled. I'm lost in the expanse of his dark, dark eyes. Lights behind the bar reflected in their depths. Hypnotic. I'm not sure I'd be the best company right now, he whispers. I am here for this. I don't know what's happening, but I'm here for it. And maybe we will find out during the next sprint, because we're going to do another 25-minute sprint. Oh, look at that. I'm not on top of this at all. I'm not as cool as I think I am. Let's see. There we go. I had to fix it. There's more. Shh. Laura keeps putting more right when I'm going to do a sprint. Pull my eyes away from his face and notice the tattoos on the back of his right hand as he puts his glass down. The clink of ice sphere and a ring on crystal, almost lost in the bustle of the bar. Ooh, is this in the same universe as Crimson Strings? Well, Angela's not Victor, and it's not Hadrian. So it's not the same. It's not the same characters and not the same stories. but I noticed it's not a wedding ring, but something else. Ooh, it's getting juicy. All right. We're going to let her post more comments while we go do a sprint.
Woohoo!
We're going to do a sprint. I don't know what we're going to do during the sprint, but we're going to do something. So here we go. Here's the journal cards that I pulled this time. And here's our cat timer. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that's time, everyone. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments.
I had another heart attack when the meow went off, but that's what I did.
I started scripting a video for. I started moving some stuff around with my YouTube schedule so that I could film, edit, and upload a 7-day book challenge announcement tomorrow.
Yay!
So that's what I did.
Well, I took out my monthly calendar and I wrote down the things that I definitely am going to do. Like a couple of trips to the library with things for the kids. And then I wrote down when Heather is streaming. Because she said she was going to do 2 streams for the 7-day book challenge. Mm-hmm. So obviously I don't be streaming at the same time she is.
Okay.
And that is Monday and Wednesday of that week at 7:40 my time that she's streaming. So
I think that would be 6:40 for me.
Yep, in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not morning time.
When I'm getting ready to go to work. Got it.
Yeah. So that's what I did. Do anything else? I don't think so.
I just looked over my calendar for February because I haven't sat at my desk in over a week, so I hadn't even looked at this in that long. So that's what I did.
I have a calendar here over that way that I flipped over today, and then Jesse had ordered me like a calendar that has like a recipe for the month, and it's a miniature one, so that's in the kids' bedroom. Then I have my big whiteout, like dry erase calendar that I just write. There's lots of stuff on there. I wrote on there like 3 different dates I was going to release books this year. And one is March 20th. And above it, I said, ha ha. Well, whatever.
I take it that's not going to happen on March 20th.
It would be fun if it did, because March 20th is also my AuthorTube anniversary day. Yes, that's the first day I made a video on this channel.
Nice.
So yeah, that'd be fun if that was the case. And I also have the kids off that whole week of school, because not for any holiday reason other than St. Patrick's Day week or whatever, just that they would be doing school for 3 months straight by then. So I'm like, you know what, just give it a week.
So my birthday is on March 23rd, and I took that whole week following March 23rd off.
Wow. March 20th is Ginny's birthday too.
Nice.
Yeah. So and then we have a lot of calendars in the house. I don't know why. We never have calendars anywhere, but we have a history calendar. It has a thing of history each day. We have the national holiday calendar, all those fun holidays, like National Chocolate Day or whatever. Then we have the year at a glance. But you would think I would know what day it is, but I never do.
I have 2 calendars hanging right here. One you can see, one you can't. Because one I was using for planning, and one I was writing down what I actually accomplished. January is very blank.
And then I have this one that I've been using forever. Okay.
Does it say perfectly planner? Okay, it says monthly. I thought I was gonna laugh hysterically if it said perfectly planner.
No. So I really like it because let's see here. I don't know. Here's a month that is not this month. I like it because the squares are really big.
Ooh, nice.
So this is back in January 2023. But then there's some months where there's nothing. I even ordered from the same publisher. It's like a self-published calendar thing. I even ordered from the same one, but they changed stuff on the end. They changed stuff on the inside, like the fonts. They changed it. It was more scripty instead of printed. And then at the beginning of every year is this.
That looks That looks like a yearly class.
Yeah.
It's a yearly class, right? Okay.
And then it has like spaces for you to write like your to-do list, goals, and notes. And at the end of every year is a annual summary, notes, and then like a vision board. Okay. But all the extra stuff changed. Like they didn't have it in there. And I know it's because the price of paper increased, but I ordered one and I did not use it. I was like, I'm not doing this. It's going away. Well, because I got so used to it being laid out a certain way, and like, I was like, because I was technically this is good for until the end of 2025, but I wanted one that was from 2025 to 2030 because it it ended on even
5 years.
Yes, because the next one would be from 2026 to 2031, which would be a weird, right? 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. No, wait. Maybe I'm doing the math wrong.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
But the other one was from 2025 to 2030. The one that I was going to get. So, I don't know. Whatever. The point is that like I ordered it and like see up here it's all like there's a right here it's all printed.
Yeah.
The other one is like script, like italic script, like cursive italic. It was just way too much different. So Jesse's like, it's just a calendar. I'm like, that's not the point. You don't get to talk to me. It's just a calendar.
Raven has been cleaning for an hour and a half now and is tired, but has a ton to. I feel that my house is perpetually dirty. It just stays that way. So my job is a housekeeper at a clinic. You would think that my house would be clean because I am a housekeeper and I know how to clean shit.
No, like when I was doing overnights, I was doing laundry all the time, and no, that's not.
I saw a video earlier today. It was like, I think it was, I don't remember if it was on Facebook or if it was on TikTok, but it was basically someone saying that there's a difference between a house being dirty and a house being like messy. And it was apparently it was a response to someone else who'd been filming and their house was just trashed. And I was like, we actually qualify more as that one than the one you'd be yelling at me too. I'm just saying, is my house is gross. My house is really gross. There's a reason I don't vlog past right here. This area is cleanish. And it's all it's clean. Oh, Laura flooded the chat. Oh, Heather is gone. I'm sorry. I missed you. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for volunteering to do some live streams during the 7-day book challenge. I'm going to have to read Laura's because there's so much there. I'm going to have to read it on the next sprint instead of reading it on the stream itself. Angel is back. Hello. So I need a star where I stopped with Laura so I can come back. I'm not going to read it out loud like I have been. I'm going to have to read it myself.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, they came through.
A lot came through. Okay, she said, ta-da! I flooded the chat.
Yes, you did.
Okay, and Laura read it and said it's amazing. I'm going to have to finish it. Misty Kate is here. Hello. We got one more sprint to go. I'm trying to get through this chat real quick, and then we'll do that final sprint. Because I just remembered that I have to be... it's 12:30 now, almost. I am hosting Breaking the Block at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
What time is that? On your time?
8 o'clock my time. So that's 9 for you.
Yes. I could do an hour difference. I'm good with that math. Sometimes.
I always get it like backwards. I keep trying to go backwards. Like I keep trying to put you an hour behind me. I keep trying to do that. So it's more to remind myself than anything else.
It's like used to be an hour behind you.
Yeah.
Like from all through the summer.
Really bad at keeping up with daily planners and things too. Me too.
But so they're so pretty to buy and set up.
I set up my whole new one. It's so pretty. I like it. I do have a flip through coming soon on a vlog. But have I used it this week?
It's fine.
I'm literally putting it, I'm sick, I don't give a shit on every single day. That's my excuse. And I'm sticking to it, even if it's not exactly true.
I just don't write in it. Like, let's say like January 27th, I'll write my to-do list and then I'll do a journaling thing. And then if I'm not in it until like February 10th, then the next thing is February 10th.
Yeah.
Like I've tried like predating pages. It doesn't work.
I was only predating them because I was trying to track what I was doing so I could see when and how much I was accomplishing so I could like track where I had like when I was most productive. And because I've been sick, I just didn't end up doing. I basically did what I could when I could, and I didn't worry about it any other time, and I didn't worry about tracking it. I will try again next week now that I'm feeling better, but it was literally just me to track what I'm doing when. So
Gotcha. Got it.
Yeah, the break time does go fast, which is why I keep pausing the timer to get through the comments and chat. Raven works at a hotel, have to clean and do laundry often. Why would I go home and do the same things? So my husband used to work at a hotel, and now he works at a hospital. So he knows exactly what you're going through, Raven. But the other thing is the fact that, like, this is the one thing my husband and I agree on. If we ever make enough money that we can hire someone, even if it's just once a week, to come clean our house, that's like the first thing we want to do.
Yes.
I just want to make enough money to hire someone to come in and clean once a week so I don't have to. Angel doesn't do Bujo anymore because I always forget about it. And that's why I only use Notion to track everything. I think it was last year or the year before for Q2. I tried to track everything in Notion. And I set everything up in Notion so that I could see. This is what I'm famous for. I'm famous for setting stuff up and then never using it. That's my MO. I know.
Remember that? Remember that reading journal I said I set up?
You haven't touched it, have you?
No. It's there. I looked at it the other day, but I haven't like done anything in it.
You going to bed?
Yeah, look what time it is.
12:30. I know.
I didn't notice that.
Gwen's falling asleep on the couch. Love you. Go to sleep, kiddo. Have a good night. Honestly, I thought she'd fallen asleep on the couch too because they were watching a show. But where's I going with that? Oh, the Notion. I actually still have it set up. It's still in there. I set it up, and I never ended up adding anything into it, even though I had Notion. Like I had the Notion widget on the home screen of my phone, so I would always see it. Still didn't touch it. I was just like, meh, and I put my phone down.
The only like productivity app thingy that I check into several times a week is my Trello board, but it's not to do with me. It is I have all the kids' lessons that they're doing, and I just check them off as we go. There's no date attached. It's just like, okay, let's see the progress they've made. Kind of like just a check off list. But yeah, that's about as consistent as I am these days.
I use Notion for a lot of things. Like I use Notion for all of my video related stuff. Like I loosely script my videos. I have a calendar so I can see when I'm posting videos to see that I'm getting one a week or one a month or whatever like that. Like I have everything set up in Notion, and that's one of the things I do use it for. And I use it religiously for all my writing related stuff. But those are the only two things I have all this stuff set up in Notion, but those are the only two things I really use in Notion. Because I have social media for Facebook, for Instagram, all set up in Notion. I have YouTube. I have writing related projects. I had exercise stuff. I had a whole bunch of stuff I set up, and I literally used 2 of them. That's it. 2 things. Spent 2 years working on this Notion, setting it up the way I want to. It's perfect. I love it. It works for me, and I use 2 things.
But you feel really good setting it up when you got done with it. You're like, yes, this is going to make everything flow and everything great. And
I work at a hotel. I have to clean laundry. I lost track of where I was. That would be the dream. This is the comment I was looking for. The hiring someone to come out and clean once a week.
yes.
Not clean my shit as much, just the daily dishes and stuff. I don't even like doing dishes. So like there's a running joke in my household that I can burn water. And that I can't cook basically. But it's not that I can't cook. It's that I don't want to do the dishes afterwards. So it's just a fucking hassle. And I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Don't make me.
So
I will order out daily if I can. I will.
I would totally eat out all the time. Just wouldn't have to do dishes.
My husband and I have been talking lately. I've been like, you know what I really want to do after the kids have, doesn't matter if they've moved out or not, when they've gotten to the point where they're like, they want to cook their own thing and they want to eat something different than what we're eating. I kind of want to do one of those meal subscription things like Factor or what was the other one?
Hello Fresh?
Healthy Fresh or whatever it's called.
Like, okay.
I really want to try those just because it's like, I don't have to cut anything. It's already pre-portioned. It sounds really simple. Just throw it in a pan or a microwave and cook it and be done. I am lazy. That's what it comes down to.
So I cook the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think of what I'm going to cook. So Jesse orders his food for the groceries. I put it away and make the food. Sometimes I'll be like Jackson and I'll tell him what to do in the kitchen or whatever. But then I don't clean the kitchen and neither does Jesse. Jesse will like sometimes supervise the kids, but it's one kid that does the kitchen at night, and then the other kid puts all the dishes away the next day for a whole week at a time. So I don't have to do it. I might be like, yo, your floor's a little dirty, or you haven't washed the stove in a few days. You got to do that, but
yeah. See, Angel still uses her reading tracker on Notion. This was the one other thing. I had a reading tracker set up. And I used it for half of 2024. And then QWERTY started her...
the hardest reading challenge you've ever done or something like that.
And she put out a spreadsheet. And I was like, there was just enough things about Notion that I wanted to do that I couldn't do. And some of it was already set up in that spreadsheet, doing the things that I wanted Notion to do, that I started putting everything over in that spreadsheet and actually used it to create my own, because there were some other things that I tracked that wasn't in that. Mm-hmm. So now I've created this monster of a spreadsheet that I absolutely love and have been using ever since.
My reading tracker is like, okay, I put like several different year-long challenges, like the buzzword one, and then like the A to Z reading challenge and mm-hmm. a couple other ones. And then if there's like a reading challenge or reading competition type thingy that people mm-hmm. are doing, I'll write it. I'll draw the bingo board or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I did that. And I've used it twice because I checked off a book I read.
Yeah, I like. There's a couple other things I want to add to the tracker as far as like, I've never been really good at adding like the graphs and charts. So that's something I'm going to either need to figure out or have someone else add for me. Be like, send it to them and be like, this is what I want it to show, but I don't know how to make it show it and look pretty.
Right.
So, but otherwise, it works amazing, and I love it. And the way I've got it set up, it shows me like if I've reread a book in a different year, because I've filled it in so that it has like previous years I've read books.
Okay.
So I'm tracking like from 2020 to now, basically, and it'll highlight a book if I've read it before, or it'll highlight the author's name if I've read them before, especially like if it's an author I did not like. Mm-hmm. And I don't really want to read any more of their work for whatever reason. So it's just, I love it. It's not pretty. It's ugly as shit, but it works. Until I get tired of it and use something else, because that's the way it always works. Almost waved to the child.
I waved to the child.
I have no idea. Usually, this is the one that doesn't mind being on camera, so I have no
Mhm.
idea if she did or not. But usually, she'll come up and be like, "Hello."
She sounded really tired.
Yeah, like I said, I thought she was already asleep because the other one is asleep on the couch right now. She fell asleep 3 hours ago. She told me she wasn't tired, didn't want to go to bed, fell asleep the moment I left the room.
Of course.
Agreed. Dishes are the devil. Okay, I'm trying to get through these comments so I can get to the last sprint. I set up tracker to track all the books I read on the same year and rate the book. My rating system is weird too, because I rate based on like vibes, and so like a book that I think is 5 stars 3 years ago might be like a 1 star now, just because I'm like, ew. I don't want to read that. They are, but I put up with it if that's what if that's all I have to clean. Oh, the dishes. Okay. Laundry is the devil for me. I hate it. I gotta clean it just to like put it away. What? Why? I'm just gonna pull it back down again the very next day.
My kids want Legos and money for their game and donuts every week. So I'm like, fine, you guys get to do dishes and fold the laundry. I hate folding laundry. I despise folding laundry. And I still did it for a job.
I am trying to get to the point where, like, I don't remember why this started. There was a specific reason. But at one point in my life, I was like, I only want to have enough clothes that if I have to, I can just, everything will be hung in my closet except for like underwear, socks, and stuff like that. And I want to be able to, if I absolutely have to, grab everything on the hangers, yank it down, throw it in a duffel bag, and go. And I don't remember why that plan started, but I have pretty much, for the most part, kept to that I have just enough clothes that everything can hang in the closet. And I don't have a dress. Well, I have a dresser, but like I don't have much stuff in it other than like lots of blankets.
I just got me and Jesse dressers finally. Like, my clothes are still on top of the dresser because I'm like, I really need to go to these clothes before I put them away because there's clothes I haven't touched in like months. Yeah, it'll get done eventually.
Someday in the future. I have a small mountain of dishes waiting for me. We have dogs, and they are our cleaners first. So anything we use gets put down for the dogs first to look out, and then we wash it. So we don't have a mountain of dishes next to the sink. It's on the floor.
All right.
I've never heard of Temple. I'll have to look them up. Factor's the one that YouTube is like, we think you'll like this. And I'm just like, I don't know why you started showing this to me, but I'm here for it. 2024, I read 114 books. While pregnant. Go, Angel. I love that.
I read 54, but that's because I participated in like a couple of readathons I hadn't done before.
My reading tracker says I read 200, but it also has my DNFs listed. And I had a lot of DNFs just because I'm a mood reader. And I would start a book and be like, I don't feel like reading this right now. And I'd put it down. I made a fanfic to be read spreadsheet in Airtable, and it's working well. Ooh, nice. Airtable is one I don't hear about often from people using. I mean, I know what it is. I don't hear people saying that they use it. I hear Trello, I hear ClickUp, and I hear Notion, and I've started hearing a lot more about Obsidian, even though I know absolutely nothing about it.
I've never heard of Obsidian or Airtable, so you're doing a little better than me.
Obsidian is very similar to Notion. Supposedly, it's a little more freeform, if that makes sense. It's better for mind map related stuff where you just do a bubble and then connect it to another bubble kind of thing.
Okay, got it.
But that's the extent of my knowledge of it. There's so much more to it than that, but that I think was the major appeal to some people versus Notion. And dishes are the devil and not a sexy devil. Do better dishes. Be more appealing.
Wear a sexy red dress and they'll be appealing, okay?
And strike a pose.
Yes.
Don't talk to me about laundry. It's because it's a disaster. I don't have a laundry machine at home. I have a manual contraption to do laundry and have to hang it to dry. We do have a washer and dryer here. However, the washer is 20 plus years old. It does not like to work, and there are times when it'll be mid-cycle and just stops and you have to restart it all over. And because of where we live, we have to haul water, so it is not worth it for us to use the washing machine. So today I did laundry in town at the laundromat. Three tubs.
Now that we have a washer and dryer that's working and all that, it took us like 9 days of me doing a load every day to get our laundry caught up. And now we just fill up the washer.
Yeah.
And once it's full, then we run it.
Yeah. When we were washing laundry here, that's the way we did it. We were like, don't put it in a tub. Don't throw it on the floor. Put it straight in the washer. If you're ready to take a shower, wrap your towel around you, shove it in the washer right now, or you're gonna forget and leave it on the floor. Just go do it.
And it's been like 2 weeks since I've had to wash my bedding because of the cat, so we're doing good.
Yay!
Don't know what's going on with her, but
I don't know.
We caught her drinking out of the toilet bowl.
Sorry,
so maybe that was it.
Maybe.
Like, we didn't know she was doing it until we saw her, like,
down in the toilet bowl.
I'm like, cat, what are you doing? Just because it's cold doesn't mean you need to drink it.
Yes, I do, Mom. Yes, I do. Tastes
but
good.
We'll let her go in my room now, but only with me or my husband in the room. She doesn't get to go in my room by herself.
Okay.
So
I
don't know if it's stalled, but I haven't had to do laundry 3 times in a week of my bedding. It's a lot.
All right. I've reached the end of the comments that are showing here on StreamYard. I'll probably have a bunch come in just a few seconds, but we're going to go ahead and do the last and final sprint of the night.
Okay.
And I drew 3 more Storymatic cards, and the characters are a long-lost relative, someone with really, really big feet, and the situation is hiccups. These are story prompts for kids, by the way. Like this is meant to be for the kids. There is like an adult version as well that I want to get, but I bought this years ago when I was doing right around the same time as COVID. So I bought this when we started doing homeschooling stuff, and like the youngest needed help with reading and writing.
That seems fun though. Those prompts.
Yeah. So it's like you pull a card, you pull 2 yellow and 1 blue. The blues are situations, the yellows are characters. So that way you always have 2 characters and a situation.
I'm just thinking about a clown that you didn't know was your relative and go from there. I don't know.
Or this could be the same character. Maybe someone with really, really big feet is a long-lost relative.
Oh, that's true.
So, all right. So that's going to be our last prompt for the night. For anyone who wants to write about that, you don't have to. I promise. I'm not going to make you. I'm going to go back and read what Laura wrote for that second prompt, because that is an interesting story so far. So let me get the cat timer back up. There we go. 25 minutes. This is the last sprint of the evening. Then we'll come back and chat and then wrap up, because I do have to get some kind of sleep at some point tonight, since I'm the one hosting the Breaking the Block tomorrow morning.
Oh, you're hosting it.
I'm hosting it. Otherwise, I won't prepare. Because if I miss it, because it's my own fault, it's a different story. But I can't miss it when I'm hosting it. As soon as I volunteered to host it, I was like, "Oh, that was stupid. Why'd I do that? I've been sick. This is a great idea." Here we go. We're gonna do 25 minutes, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that's time.
I was ready for it that time. It did not startle me.
It's like you anticipated it.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close the cat timer because we are done with that for the night. Because this was the last sprint. I can't do anymore. I gotta get some sleep. You know what the worst part is? I'm not tired.
Worst part is I'll lay down. I'll be like, I'm wide awake.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I've been yawning like crazy.
I got up during that sprint because I haven't heard or seen anyone
Mhm.
being my husband since the kids are all asleep now. So I was like, I wonder if he's asleep at his desk because he does tend to do that. He tends to fall asleep at his desk. He'll turn his computer off with the intention of going to bed and never make it out of the chair. He was wide awake and playing a game.
Oh, okay.
He looked at me. He was like, "Is your stream done? Are we going to play a game?" I'm like, "No. I'm like, A, my stream is not done. And B, we are not going to play a game because I am going to bed." Let's see. Where did I stop? Okay. Aha. Cat be thirsty for microbes.
So I just sent Skye a video of our cat waiting to go in the bathroom, and then my husband opened the bathroom door, and she goes into there and peeks up on the toilet just to see if it was open. It was not.
Foiled again.
Yes.
Sleep? What's that? That thing I have not been getting a lot of lately, despite being sick. Sitting here yawning every other minute. Oh, that's what you were just saying.
Yep.
Told Laura I needed answers to my 2 questions. I needed answers to this story. I did like it,
Good.
though.
It was a good story.
Mm-hmm. Raven also needs answers. I've written down my questions for breaking the block. I saw that. I really like your 3rd question. So I've now got like 6 or 7 questions, not all of which we may get through tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do right after this stream ends is I'm going to put them in the banner so they're already inputted so I can just get them up on the screen and we can just blaze through as many as we can. Because I think in a traditional breaking the block session, we only get through 3 or 4 questions. And I think I've got 7 or 8. Meow. Put that cat to bed. Can you tell I've never kissed anyone got those virgin lips? All right. I think I made it to the end of the comments.
Yes.
Let's check
I don't see
YouTube.
any others.
Anything. I have not. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. I am going to go ahead and end this here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning for me. I have to be up in 7 hours to host Breaking the Block in the morning. Stop it, JC. I see you.
Laura's in on it too.
No.
We're just gonna ignore that. I don't see.
We got more.
They're all ganging up.
Yeah, so Sam's birthday was this weekend, and she is busy. She is usually the one that hosts Breaking the Block, which is where we talk about anything that's like obstructing our ability to write anything. Like lately, I've been sick. 3 weeks I've been sick. So, yeah, she said she couldn't host it this weekend and asked if anyone else would be willing to. And my dumbass said I could do it as long as no one else wants to. I will let anyone else who wants to step up first. Fully expecting someone to do so.
No one stepped up, I bet.
No one stepped up. So I did this to myself. I have no one but myself to blame. And I really don't mind. It's just that then I'm like, oh no, that means I have to actually end my stream on time.
And
1 hour later, I'm still streaming.
And of course, the one time you volunteered to host it, you are sick.
Mm-hmm.
Or getting over being sick.
Getting over being sick.
Land with a BB gun.
So I'm just in a land with a BB gun. More like a mountain lion. I know what you mean. I didn't do anything. I mean, no, you're not. Stay. I can't.
Nope. We're done.
Not tonight.
Good
I'm going
night.
to end this stream. I'm going to set up the streams for
7-day book challenge.
For the 7-day book challenge. At least one of them. I've got to figure out the schedule because I never did go get my husband's schedule. Never did that. As I said, I was going to do on like 3 different sprints.
It's okay.
I'm blaming the fact that I've been sick on, and that's my excuse. I'm sticking with it, even if it's not true. I just plain forgot. All right. So anyone who's going to be at Breaking the Block, I will see you in the morning. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and let Stephanie do her outro, and then we will wrap up and get out of here for the evening.
Crap. Okay. My name is Stephanie. I am a multi-genre author, mainly focusing on contemporary romance. I do vlogs where I talk about reading, writing, and mom life all mixed in there. Follow my channel if you want to see what I've been up to. I don't know. I'm horrible with those.
With the outros?
Yes.
I literally just say the same thing that I say when I introduce myself, which is, hello, thank you for joining us. If you're new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes, and I will post videos when I post them. I've been sick, so all of my plans have gone to shit this month. Sorry about that. But yeah, I will be back. My usual streaming time for live streams is 10 p.m. Mountain Time, which is midnight Sunday Eastern Time, because there's a day difference with that one. Breaking the Block is where we talk about writer's block and how to get over it. We have a bunch of questions every week. We have a different set of questions that we go over and talk in depth about various things. This time I think we're going to be talking about editing and rewriting. Laura had some good questions that are specific to what she's got going on, which are going to be good to answer. I'm not going to announce them right now, where I will wait until tomorrow morning, but that is usually at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 8 a.m. Mountain Time for me. So I've got to get out of here and go to bed and get some sleeps, even if it's just a little bit. So I don't know if I have Stephanie's channel listed in the description. I will make sure I add it, though. I got to make sure I put a note, or I will forget that. Because I have it always in my description that guest to be announced, and then I never update it. So, meh. So, add Steph Annie's channel link. And there was a book I wrote down that I was going to look up, and I never did either. So, look at me. I'm so good at this. All right. Anyways, thank you all for joining me, and I will see whoever's going to be at Breaking the Block tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next time I live stream, which will be next Saturday. Bye, everyone. I'm going to hit the buttons now.